Here we go. Oh, what am I doing? I have the wrong overlay on, or I'm not screen sharing. My bad. My bad, y'all. Let's go share screen. There we go. Okay, sweet. Kind of just gave away what one of the plays are, but back again. If you guys didn't tune in for the first one, it was with Liam Osbets. He gave out Kuzma over 16.5 points. He gave out, what was the other ones? Kuzma 16.5. Jared Allen over 12.5 rebounds and assists. And then Evan Mobley over 2.5 assists and over 3.5 assists. I did not have anything. Obviously, guys, I share my stuff on this stream. Unfortunately, today, JJ, he doesn't have any power. So no power at his crib. He lost it yesterday at some point. So yeah, it's just gonna be me for this one. So it's gonna be a lot shorter. It's probably only gonna be like 30 minutes or so. Don't have a ton to go over. Obviously, just have my plays. I have 2 plays that I added over the last hour. 1 under, 1 over, a rebound prop and an assist prop. So I'm gonna wait for it to get up to 100 people in here, and then we will start going. But yeah, this slate, I'm not a big fan of it. I got to be honest with you. I'll probably have 2 plays right now. Just disconnect from NBA, from betting, all that stuff. Just disconnect for about until about like 6 Eastern or something, and then maybe look over some late lines. Maybe have a couple ads. So if you guys do want to get all the ads, you can join my Discord. It's $1.50 a month. WAP.com/props from Prime, which is my old Twitter name. I keep on switching. If you guys are OGs, you remember my name used to be Primetime Locks, and then I really grew to hate the term lock. I was 18 at the time when I made it, so I was 18, made the name Primetime Locks, and then got older. I was like, I don't like this. Still wanted to stay MIA, so I went by my profile picture was Deion Sanders Prime on Primetime Locks. So I guess I just stuck with the Prime theme, and then it was props from Prime, kept the Deion Sanders profile picture. And then I don't know, I decided I'm old now, I'm 22. I'm just gonna switch it to my actual name. So yeah, WAP.com, props from Prime. I say all that to say, if you guys do, that is my name for my WAP, props from Prime. If you guys do want all my late ads, want to get all these numbers in real time, it's only $1.50 a week. So yeah, it's right down there on the ticker. Speaking of tickers, guys, I had no clue what a ticker was. I was watching someone's live stream, and I was like, "What is like the moving banner at the bottom?" It's like it looks like some like ESPN shit. Like, you know how they show like the moving banners, like the scores and all that stuff. I was like, ESPN banner at the bottom, moving. What's the name? And I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I finally stumbled upon it, and I'm like, oh, it's called a ticker. So yeah, if you look at the ticker at the bottom, that has access to all that. Of course, Props Madness, I have a code SB15, 15% off as well. Couldn't do any proper research without it. So I think it's a must for NBA betting for sure. And yeah, since, let's see, we got 45 people in here. Once you get to 50, I'll start. I'll just give out the 2 plays. Of course, guys, leave some comments. I know a lot of you guys are probably in it earlier. And if you guys were, that's totally fine. I mean, if you guys weren't though, comments. Sabonis 17.5 points versus Houston. Let's get to that right now. 17.5 points versus Houston. Sabonis. Let's see. So 27 against Houston first game, and only 32 minutes too. and shot the ball poorly outside of layups and stuff. Yeah, I mean that's very very encouraging for sure. Post ups, let's see, they are definitely a paint funnel, so they don't like to allow threes. They funnel everything inside. They're obviously a really good defense. So yeah, yeah, Sabonis makes sense. The only problem with Sabonis, I guess I kind of have is that Houston just like doesn't really double anyone, as you can see, like ton of points allowed to the pick and roll handler, ton to isolation. They're definitely like a single coverage and drop team. So you can make the argument that it's a pretty good matchup for their other three main scorers, which a lot of the time when I like to bet on props, obviously that's what we do here. We bet on props. I'm still tired, so I'm probably sounding like an idiot. But when I like to make my bets, I like to have it be like a good matchup, and I'd prefer it to be a good matchup for him and a bad matchup for his teammates. So for say like Houston plays against a team with like two ball dominant scorers who can score in 1-on-1 situations. I think that makes a lot of sense to back them. When it's Sabonis in this case, obviously, I mean, it's a good matchup for him. He scored 27 in the first game. Paint funnel, don't double a ton. So yeah, a great matchup for Sabonis. But you could also make the case that a pick and roll dominant, ball dominant scorer in Malik Monk, good matchup for him. Ball dominant scorer in De'Aaron Fox, good matchup for him, and ball dominant scorer in DeMar DeRozan. You could also make the argument, good matchup for him. So yeah, I definitely lean over. I think that you have it's a good number too, 17.5. Let's see. Um, so like always like a bucket away, it seems like, right? He's averaging 20.5 on the year, or 20.6 on the year. Really good hit rates to the over. We can even go with Monk, Sabonis, Fox. Yeah, still averaging 20.7 points per game in this sample. I mean, man, look at this shit. Guys, Sabonis like 15 plus, which probably isn't even like a terrible price. That actually might make some sense. A Sabonis 15 plus points leg paired with something. Hmm. What was like everyone else? What did everyone else do against Houston? 27 for oh, not Sabonis. I thought I could do Fox. 22 for Fox. Shot efficiently too. 16 for DeRozan. Monk 17. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, guys. Well, what I had to say about this, I mean, man, like this is like a really good. This is a good matchup for Sabonis for sure. And then 17.5. So yeah, definitely lean over strongly on this. But man, guys, if there's like a two leg like SGP, you guys like find good. Like my gosh, Sabonis 15 plus. Let me see what. I'm gonna quick check to see what the odds on that are on FanDuel, because I might actually just make a quick ad on that if I can find like a good leg for that. Oh yeah, so Sabonis 15 plus on FanDuel is minus 280, which I think is a great price for sure. Let's see. Maybe I kind of like Van Vliet stuff. I think this 14.5 is pretty low for Fred. What's like, because they do allow a ton of above the break threes. Most of them are via spot up. What did Van Vliet do? 13. What's his assist at 6.5? Yeah, so I'll probably look into this in a little bit. Jalen Green, yeah, Jalen Green. I mean, dude, he's been so good, man. Jalen Green, yeah, he's been insane, and I feel like at this point he has no chance of getting benched. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been too good, dude. Way too good. Hmm. Sangoon too. He's been good. Yeah, I mean we can look into a different leg for that too. Make a little two leg out of this. Yeah, man. I mean that's Sabonis 15 plus. I think that's just like so safe. But okay. Let's see. We got 94. That's good enough for me. Let's stay in the same game. This one's kind of funny. I went with Sabonis under 15 and a half rebounds, minus 130. I bet 365. It's pretty juiced at most places. Let's see. Let's take a quick peek. Oh, what the heck? Okay. So moved at DraftKings. FanDuel has minus 138. That's good. Caesars has minus 148. Honestly, guys, I think that's fine. Bet online minus 135. MGM minus 125. So this actually, people are fading me because I literally just gave this out super recently. But MGM and 365 minus 120. Flip minus 140. That's good. Pinnacle minus 127. That's good. Obviously, all these are good, right? So it's even like the Caesars. Like I said, guys, I'm fine with this. Maybe you only risk like 1.4 units instead of playing the full juice. But this 15 and a half line is ridiculously high. Obviously, guys, yes, I definitely was on. These filters probably don't matter. I definitely was on his under in this game, and like I don't care. Like, you win some, you lose some, but he's under in 11 or 26 out of 37 games. So just great hit rate to start, right? Great hit rate to start. If we go to head to head, he only had 7 rebounds against Houston, and that's like insane. That's insane stuff for Sabonis because he like that might be his season low. Yeah, that's a season low in rebounds 7. He had 8 in game 1, first game of the year, but yeah, 7 in the first game or against Houston, and that's a season low. If we go to teams opponents, Houston second fewest rebounds allowed over the last 10 games. That's pretty well correlated with Amon Thompson starting to play massive minutes. Obviously, Houston's a pretty slow-paced team. And like Sengun and Amon are very active on the offensive glass. So if we look, yeah, it's like defensive rebounds over the last 10 games, fewest in the league, only allowing 29.4 per game. And yeah, guys, I mean, shit. Like that should be enough, right? Fewest fewest rebounds in a game against Houston happened this year. He's under in 26 out of 37. And Houston allows the second fewest rebounds the last 10 games. Fewest on the defensive end, which is like more sticky, I'd say for sure. So yeah, he'll probably be on Sengun. Obviously, Sengun doesn't stretch the floor a ton, but Sengun is like very involved in the offense, very high usage, which isn't great. You'd rather have people be guarding like a low usage center who doesn't like crash the offensive glass. That's like ideal. But yeah, guys, I don't really know what else to say. It just feels like an absurdly high line. Like, could he drop a 28 rebound game on my head again? He probably will. Let's be real. But yeah, 15 and a half. He's only averaging 14.1. We could even filter this like opponent rebound allowed and go to like, yeah. So I mean, teams in the top 14 rebounds allowed. That's kind of splitting the difference exactly of 7th. Then we get under in 12 out of 15, 13.1 rebounds per game average. So yeah, guys. I mean, this is just a very, very high line. Like he went over. This was against Philly without Embiid. That's a good matchup. The Nets tanking team. I mean, I don't know. And then the Raptors. He had a massive game. So yeah, don't think I have anything else to add on to Sabonis. Just my gosh, please don't get 18 or 28 fucking rebounds again, and we'll be good. All right, next one, going to Washington. Tyus Jones over 5.5 assists. Okay, I got a quick sign back in. Sweet. Look at how easy that is to sign in on Props Madness. Just easy stuff. Okay, Phoenix and Washington. Main edge here. Bradley Beal, doubtful. I don't know why he has lines listed on FanDuel and Prop Builder. He's doubtful. He doesn't have it anywhere else. Obviously, under the assumption that he will not play here. So, and that's really important because if we go to games with Bradley Beal, right? Let's go to like the last 8, but that's not actually right. So let's go to the last 6. So since Bradley Beal entered the starting lineup or entered the bench lineup, Tyus has only played 20 minutes, 22 minutes, 29 minutes, 26 minutes, 18, and 26. So minutes have been absolutely awful with Beal coming off the bench. But with Beal, let's do with Beal starting, right? With Beal starting, with Booker and Durant. And then let's just kind of exclude those. Okay, I'm on 6 max games. So before all that, he was like 35, 32, 31, 29, 29, 30. Like 26 is like the lowest we've seen so far. And then 30. Yeah, so 20 he's played 26 or plus 26 or more minutes in every single game with Beal, with Durant, and with Booker. Beal's not even playing in this one, but this is just like with Beal, like before the bench move, which has really started to affect his minutes. So 26 plus minutes feels like a floor here. If we go to 26 plus minutes with Beal. Okay, sorry guys, I'm being slow right now. 26 plus minutes with Durant and Booker. He's over in 12 out of 20 games. He's averaging 6.5 assists in those games. Obviously, guys, Wizards allow the fourth most assists on the year. And then I think I used the last 15 for this one. But last 15 games, we got the Wizards allowing the second most assists per game. They're just a terrible defense, right? They'll probably like allow easy stuff with like Booker and Durant just like coming off screens, making a quick move and getting the bucket, transition stuff, all that good stuff. Another filter that I want to use. So obviously we got the 26 plus minutes one with Beal and Durant, which is something that happened every single game in which Beal was not coming off the bench. If we go to just without Beal, with KD and with Booker, 7 plus assists in 4 out of 5. So he's had 7, 11, 9, 11, and 4 assists, 10 and 10 potential. So that's not bad either. But yeah, so and look at the minutes with Beal, without Beal: 31, 33, 32, 32, and 32. So very consistently around that 31 to 33 minute range. And yeah, I mean, averaging 8.4 in these games without Beal. Over in 405, obviously, with 7 plus in all of them. This was a 6 plus line, 6 plus at FanDuel. So make sure you go check that. It's minus 114 for over 5.5. But yeah, guys, I mean, just the Wizards give up a shit ton of assists. They're a terrible defense. No Beal, or should be no Beal, which should be massive here. All things point to him playing 26 minutes at the minimum. All things point to realistically like probably 30 to 34 minutes. I guess we could even do that. Just do a straight 30 to 34 minute sample size. 30 to 34. Then we're getting 13 out of 22. Obviously, maybe we should add Booker and Durant. 7 out of 13, but 6.8 average in this. Like I said, guys, Washington just a great matchup for assists. They're just a terrible defense. So, yeah, I mean, all things considered, no Beal. I think that this line is definitely suppressed because of his recent game logs, but I think that there's a solid reasoning, and it's pretty well correlated with Beal moving to the bench. So, yeah, love Tyus over 5.5 assists for my second play here. Okay, we do not have any other comments. If you guys are cool with it, though, we could go to FanDuel and just click. Let's see. I'm not signed in or anything, but FanDuel. Sportsbook. Okay. Let's see. If we want to build, so obviously we're on Sabonis under rebounds, but if we do want to build something with, let's see. Do you guys leave some comments down below if you guys want some legs to look at? Because we could try to find something. It's like Fred. Yeah, no. Fred 4 assists. I was gonna say that feels pretty safe, but obviously Not the smartest. So good matchups here. Dylan Brooks, guys, he's a terrible person to put into like a parlay you're trying to make safe, right? Because he's just so due to shoot like absolute dog shit. But yeah, if you guys are wondering where this Sabonis leg's coming from, let's see, it was Con said Sabonis 17.5. How we feeling? I mean, guys, so he had 27 in limited minutes, 32 minutes against Houston this year. Let's see. Okay, they won the game. But yeah, even if we just go to with Fox, DeMar, and Monk, bring this thing down to 14.5. I mean, guys, this is insane. 25 out of 27 games hit rate. That's 96.2%. And the one miss was only 26 minutes, which rarely ever happens with Sabonis. And he had 14, so he ended on the hook. Yeah, so Fox or Sabonis over 14.5 feels like a very safe leg. And if we go to, let's see, who has a good matchup here? Spot up guys against the Kings definitely do. It's like, do you trust Dylan Brooks? Because I think the only thing we could use is like 10 plus. If we go to, let's see, spot up. Yeah, like I said, guys, Dylan Brooks is a terrible person to put in. He's just so inconsistent. Like, yeah, it's dumb. So Fred VanVleet, maybe 10 plus. Because let's see, pick and roll ball handler, they're a little bit below average. Spot up, 30th free throws. He is pretty reliant at scoring through the pick and roll, and it's not the greatest matchup. What about aim and rebounds? 9 plus here. Let's see. His minutes have just been so good. It seems like even in a blowout, he's playing like, let's see, 32. What's Amen 7 plus? I don't even think that actually is not going to be available. What's Amen 8 plus? Minus 220. See, this doesn't sound terrible, right? Amen to get 8 rebounds, Sabonis to get 15 plus points. Let's see, what did Amen do? So 12 out of 15. Maybe that's not amazing. We're only at 32 plus minutes. Like I said, since Jabari went out, without Jabari and without Tari, 41, 41, 36, 41, and 35 minutes. So we could do like 34 plus minutes for Amen. Maybe that's not completely safe, but it feels like it. And then we can go to, and also Eason and Smith are okay. So this looks a lot better. So 34 plus minutes. He's played 35 or more in every single game, and like 35 was a massive blowout. So yeah, I think that makes a fair bit of sense. I don't know. I think this is a decent lean. I don't know if I'm going to make it an official, but Sabonis 15 plus and Amen 8 plus rebounds makes a fair bit of sense. Like I said, I'm not a big SGP guy, so yeah. Okay. Do we have anything else? Let's see. Is there any other leans that I wanted to go over? Portland at Clippers. Okay, Cleveland at OKC. So a bet I really like. Jalen Williams is going to be it's a okay. So there's a lot of things I actually like here. Obviously, Ozzy made some really good points on Mobley and Allen assists because of how they blitz, and then they'll have short roll playmaking opportunities. Obviously, that really presented itself last game. Allen with 5 assists. I think that's got to be close to like a season high, or 6 assists. Yeah. So outside of the Milwaukee game, so that's a tied season high for Jarrett. That's obviously great stuff. Yeah, so Jared Allen rebounds and assists was a play. This is a great bet, man. This is really a great bet. Even points, man. He played really good against OKC. I think that there is, with OKC going small, if the small ball lineups is like killing Cleveland, which I don't think it will, to be honest, because Cleveland's a really good team. And, that height advantage is going to be good for them. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I just lost focus real quick. But yeah, I think Jared stuff makes sense. But Jared rebounds especially, guys. I mean, this OKC team without Hartenstein is like Wizards level bad with rebounding. So, yeah, 10.5. He had 11 last game. He had 7 offensive rebounds. He only had 4 defensive. I think he's going to be able to dominate the offensive glass. Mobley's at 10.5 as well. I think that Mobley's minutes are more safe. He could probably do some things on the offensive glass as well. Does Mobley have like a double-double line? Let's quick check that. Because 10 plus points, at some point last year, you could have been like, yeah, 10 plus points is stuff for Mobley. It's not at all anymore. Let's see, double-double. Minus 130 at FanDuel. So I think that's a good line because basically, yeah, I guess there's a chance that he's not going to score 10 points. Okay, I highly doubt that. He scored 21. Let's see. Okay, he got hurt against Miami. Let's assume that he doesn't get hurt because if he gets hurt, he's not getting 10 rebounds anyways. Okay, 24 plus, dude. He's got to get that. He played, it's going to be a big game, all that stuff. We're going to bring it all the way down to 10. Okay, so 2 games he hasn't scored 10 points. I mean, whatever. I'd like to think that if he plays massive minutes against OKC, a team with no big men, and he shot 4 for 13 in this one. Really bad stuff from Mobley. Shot pretty poorly in this one as well. Okay. So this is basically just 10 plus rebounds. Let's be real. Obviously, there is a little risk. But, yeah, 10.5 everywhere. Against OKC, he had 10 rebounds as well. Let me quick get this down a little bit. And then, yeah, that was with Hartenstein. So this team is just such a bad rebounding team now. I think that Mobley double-double plus 130 or minus 130 at FanDuel really does make a ton of sense. I think that's a good price. I think he's a little more safe than Jared Allen just with minutes. Like I said, if the double big doesn't work, it's going to be Mobley on the court, not Allen. So, yeah, obviously the price isn't great at other places, but at FanDuel for sure. I think that's a playable line. Just Mobley stuff in general is a little bit appealing. I kind of like a lot of stuff from this game, but if we go to threes, I like Jalen Williams over 1.5 threes. If you just kind of like think about it logically, like he's going to be at center, start at center. He should at least. I would assume that they don't start the other Jalen Williams. But regardless, he's going to be guarded by like a Mobley or Allen for a fair bit of his possessions, I would assume. And like, yeah, when you're getting guarded by like a big man, just like they're not going to want to come out all the way. They're going to want to give you some space. Cleveland too is probably going to be, getting beat off the dribble a fair bit with their double bigs and with Garland and Mitchell at the point of attack. Someone will come in and help. They like to protect the paint, obviously. And I think I could see like a lot of catch and shoot threes for OKC this game. So I think that Jalen Williams makes a ton of sense. He got up 7 threes against Cleveland this year. And if we go to that's probably one of like the higher marks he's had. Like he's only attempted, so like tied for 5th most threes attempted in a game. Pretty good stuff. If we like 6 to 8 threes, really good hit rate stuff. I'm not sure. I'm not like gonna say that that's guaranteed that he's gonna get this volume, obviously, but Jalen Williams over 1.5 threes is very close to a play for me. Also, just Jalen Williams like stuff in general. He has without Chet and Hartenstein, he's had really good PRA games. Okay, not that. outside of this Phoenix game, shot the ball poorly. Only played 30 minutes. Should be like a really competitive game. If we get a close game, he's going to be at like 36. If we get like a little bit of a blowout, probably like 30, 33 or something like that. So, yeah, 32.5 PRA. Absolutely crushed this without Chet and Hardenstein. Maybe he just thrives with that a little bit better with like a 5-out look. But yeah, 42, 44 PRA. I mean, crushing it. 37 against Dallas, 42 against the Spurs. And then yeah, but just like he's been kind of like comfortably clearing it. And also if we go to like the head-to-head, like we got 39 PRA against the Cavs. And honestly, like shooting variance was 2 for 7 for 3, which is pretty bad. And then he kind of makes up for it with the field goals being 53%, 5 for 7 free throws. Maybe he left 1 on the table. So like a pretty normal shooting game as well. If we like check at the potentials, like 9 out of 11, that's pretty good. And then 5 out of 7 rebound chances. But like the rebound chances will definitely be way higher without Hardenstein. So I think Jalen Williams stuff actually makes a fair bit of sense here as well. Like whether it's threes, points, rebounds, and assists, I think both of those make a fair bit of sense. We can go to like on-off stuff. Let's see. So per 36 minutes, he's averaging, with both those guys off, he is averaging, I think I did the math on this. Okay. 24.06 plus 5.93 plus 6.63. So he's averaging 36.62 PRA per 36 minutes. And then if we just go to like normally, I want to see what he's at for normally. Twenty-three 23.34 plus 5.78 plus 6.34. So he's about like a PRA better. Nothing too crazy. I prefer this type of data over like the full game data because a lot of that stuff can be matchup dependent and stuff. So yeah, I mean, so it's definitely lean over to the Jalen Williams stuff just based off of like minutes and with a 5-out look, I think can do something good for him. So yeah. Is there anything else you like here? So yeah, Jared Allen and Mobley. I think Mobley double makes sense. These guys really should just crush on the glass, man. Like their OKC is so small. I don't know what they're gonna. If Jalen Williams, the backup for the Thunder, might make a fair bit of sense. Just he obviously doesn't have lines out, but if he's coming off the bench and has like a super low line, like I kind of think that Jalen Williams. Let me quick see Jalen Williams. I don't know, man. I just think that he might have to play decent minutes because he was out as well with Chet and Hartenstein. So he came back pretty late. He only played 11 minutes in that first game against Cleveland. But you would think that they would want to have a big on the floor against this team, right? Just given that they have Allen and Mobley. So yeah, depending on where we get his line at, I don't know. He could be an interesting look. Like if you see him have like a single digit PRA line after he's announced that he's coming off the bench, I think that could make a fair bit of sense because there's not really a sample though because Chet played every single game last year, and yeah, we just don't have a sample. But just based off of like stuff like that, I think it could make sense. So Strus over 14.5 PRA, I think it makes a fair bit of sense. So yeah, let's see. He had 25 against OKC. He had his best game of the year. You got to take into account he shot extremely efficient. 5 for 6 from deep, 6 for 7 overall. So shot super efficient. But Strus makes sense. Let's see. That was the most minutes he's played this year as well, which is nice to see. Let's see. He's covered this line. Let's go with let's go with like 22 plus minutes. Yeah, 5 out of 9. It's a good matchup for him because they're going to be blitzing. So yeah, most of his stuff is obviously spot up, and yeah, OKC will definitely leak some spot ups and stuff. But they're gonna have to overhelp, especially with their lack of size. So yeah, they're gonna leak a lot of spot ups. They're gonna blitz in the pick and roll with Mitchell and Garland, most likely. So yeah, Strus makes a fair bit of sense. Had like a really good game as well, and Strus can rebound the ball decently. So and yeah, with when teams are just like leaking crazy spot ups, I think it's sharp to always combine all the stats when you're because they'll just touch the ball more on offense. So they could get hockey assists, they could blitz, they come up and get the ball, and it's just like going to be in their hands more. So yeah, Strus over 14.5 PRA I think makes a ton of sense. We can even go like last year, right? I mean, let's go like 22 to 26 minutes. The thing is, last year, if he was playing 22 to 26 minutes, it's probably because he was shooting the ball bad. Yeah, he was playing great minutes. But yeah, even stuff like that is pretty good. Yeah, I like Shrew stuff. Prob not. I think dude, the thing is like I like everything except for Garland stuff. I think Garland might be getting clamped up here. I told you he had 18. Yeah, this is a brutal matchup, guys. Caruso's back. Caruso didn't play in this one. They're gonna have Caruso and Dort out there. Case and Wallace. Who else is just an absolute hound out there? I don't know. I would assume that he's getting guarded by one of those guys though at all times, and they're gonna get blitzed. And you could, Mitchell. Look, Mitchell got up decent volume, 3 for 16. That's like atrocious shooting. Slurring words and shit. Yeah, but it's a bad matchup for Mitchell, but it's a good spot. 30 and a half PRA for Mitchell, guys. I mean, guys, this is just absurdly low, right? In a game where he's had so many games this year where he just like is like playing like 30 minutes, 27, 28 minutes. In OKC, they're not going to win unless Mitchell's going to be around that 33-minute mark, I would say. Like or 33 plus. Like I would think he's around 36 again. Like look at this stuff. I mean, 36.2 PRA average, great hit rate. So Mitchell stuff, I don't want to fade him. It's a terrible matchup, but yeah, I think that Garland makes more sense. Just because I still like Garland, man. I'm not super sold on him that he's really this caliber of player, like 21.2 points per game, and like he's not like look at this. I mean, Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland are averaging like similar points per game, and I just don't think that that's the case, especially in like a big game. So I actually do really like Garland under 19 and a half points. I think that's a great bet. And also it's like just like what I always say. Who's guarding Allen down low? Who's guarding Mobley down low? No one. They're gonna get blitzed. They're gonna leak spot ups, which is good for Strus. It's good for like Wade. It's good for Niang if he sees the court, which I kind of highly doubt, to be honest. And what if Mitchell just is like a big game riser? Like I think there's a lot of ways for this Garland one to go under, and I think I actually might have just sold myself on it. Like I said, I guess he had solid volume last game against OKC, but they didn't have Caruso. They had a center who had a center. Maybe OKC comes out and is pissed that they lost and blows them out. I mean, I highly doubt that happens. But it's the NBA, so weird shit like that happens all the time. I guess you could make the case for that for like literally any game, but yeah, Garland under 19 and a half points, man. Let's quick check something out because he's going to get blitzed, I bet. Shall we watch some film? I wouldn't be super opposed to watching some film. Just look at like how Garland's getting his shots. Look at the shot quality. that's kind of like a transition spot up look. That's stuff will just happen. It's kind of random. Makes a pick and roll. So isolation rep. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Hardenstein played drop. That won't happen. Okay, yeah, guys. If you get okay, let's like Hardenstein drop there. That's not going to happen. I don't think with no center. What's the point of dropping if you don't have rim protection? You might as well just have the weak side guys collapse. Okay, sorry, he's like talking to me. Okay, so he just like beat him off the dribble. Alpha and offensive rebound. That's random. That could happen. I mean, shit. Like I said, I think they're going to get clutch on the glass, but he's kind of dicing these dudes. That's super tough. Really good defense. That's tough too. Okay, I don't know. I obviously this only shows shot attempts, right? Like I said, I think he's going to get blitzed. Um, I don't know. I'll sleep on it. It's definitely a strong lean of mine. Honestly, he looked pretty good in like what we were just watching. Like some of that stuff like didn't really look like super difficult, but Caruso's going to be in there. Maybe even Caruso, guys. I don't know, but this is kind of like my gut talking. The one thing I don't like about this is that, like, yeah, he was out for a kind of a like 3 weeks or some shit. Like, so he's only one game removed. Obviously, OKC's focus is not just winning this game. Like, obviously, they really want to win this game, but they have long term aspirations, obviously. And Caruso, very injury prone. He's a guy you kind of got to manage. But with that being said, man, I mean, I don't know. Without a big, it just makes a ton of sense to play him in like the games that matter more because he's clearly one of their best, one of their most impactful players. He'll probably get a ton of open spot up looks just because he's not a great shooter and because of like the size disparity, right? The size disparity of OKC and Cleveland. It'll be a lot of drives, a lot of the bigs will be there, drives and kicks leading to open threes. Caruso might get a soft closeout as well. Yeah, so this is kind of my gut speaking, but I mean, without Chet and Hartenstein, played 20 minutes. What did he shoot? He shoot good from three, 2 for 5 for three. So that's pretty good for him. Had 12 points on itself. Rebounds, 2 rebounds, 5. And then this Spurs game. I mean, he shot like shit. I remember watching this game vividly. 0 for 5 for three, 1 for 7 from the field. Played 26 minutes. Yeah, I don't know, guys. This is my gut speaking. I kind of like Caruso here, though, man. I really do. Just big game Caruso. Okay. Well, I think that's about to do it. Let's see. Approaching 45 minutes. Don't have any more comments. All good. 2 plays where Sabonis under 15.5 rebounds. Had a season low 7 rebounds against Houston this year. Houston's allowing the second fewest rebounds per game over the last 10 games. And Sabonis is under in 26 out of 37 games. So I feel like this line is just, a couple rebounds too high. Don't really have much else to add on to that. Tyus over 5.5 assists without KD, or no, with KD and with Booker, and then without Bradley Beal. He's played 31 to 33 minutes in every single game. I believe it was 5 games. And yeah, his minutes have been really bad since Beal moved to the bench. And I think it's a pretty direct correlation there. But even with the big three active before Beal moved to the bench, he was at 26 plus minutes every single game with all them active. And they're playing the Wizards, who allow the second most assists over the last 15 games. And yeah, just really good hit rate stuff. I think it's a really good buy without Beal. I think that Tyus, Beal moving to the bench was really directly affecting Tyus's minutes. So yeah, they're playing the Wizards. They allow a ton of assists. Wizards aren't a good team. Tyus minutes going back to normal, and in this matchup, if Tyus is going to get around 30 minutes, I think that this line should be 6.5 or so. So yeah, Tyus over 5.5 was the second play as well. All right, that's going to do it. Appreciate everyone tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully JJ has his power back. Remember, guys, no early stream tomorrow. Me and Ozbets are Monday through Thursday only, and obviously, guys, it will be Friday tomorrow. But yeah, at 9:45 Eastern time, JJ and I usually are going to be doing this. And Con, you know what? I don't know for sure. I like I said, I 100% recommend the 15 plus, and even like the 17.5 that you suggested, I think was a really good bet. But yeah, that 15 plus, Con, if you have anything that you like, any money lines, any any prop that you like, and you just want to maybe like if you want to cross game, Mobley 8+ rebounds could make sense. Let's see. Let's go back there. What do we have? Sabonis 15 plus. Shit. Minus 126 on this. I think that this makes a fair bit of sense. Yeah, Sabonis 15 plus, Mobley 8+ rebounds. I mean, we could quick go check out Mobley, but just dude, this Thunder team is going to be so bad at rebounding. So Mobley 7.5. Let's do that. I think it's got to be good minutes here. Let's go 26 plus. Also, Mobley's rotation. Just think they're going to be really safe. So this feels like everything went wrong. He played 26 minutes, right? So we get the hit rates. It's 23 out of 32. However, what we can do, opponent rebounds allowed, guys. This OKC team is going to be like I said, without two bigs, they're a bottom 3 rebounding team. We can go. Damn. What the fuck? This does not just help my case. This does not help my case at all. Okay. Well, whatever. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Like, I mean, this just makes a ton of sense. Okay, the 3 of these were against the Bucks. I'm sure he was guarding Giannis. Like, okay. I really like Mobley 8+ rebounds. I think it's fairly safe. Maybe even Jared Allen, but I could see a world where the small ball doesn't work or something. And was there any points that I liked? You could maybe even do like Evan Mobley. Okay, this is ridiculously juiced, but never mind, bro. Never mind. That was stupid. Okay. Yeah, you could do like Mobley 8+ rebounds or something like that. So yeah. Or maybe like an alt under. Do they have alt unders yet? I'm not sure. Is there any like cool shit like this? Is Jalen Williams going to score 5 points every quarter? I feel like this shit is like donations. But yeah. Did I hit my bets last night? I hit my live bets last night. I've been live betting a shit ton. It's a lot of fun. Live betting, guys, you guys really should be live betting. If I went 1-1 on like normal bets, but I don't mean to brag. I probably should be sharing them. But live betting's hard to share, and it's like hard to track. You can't really track it because it moves so fast. It's something you kind of got to do on your own time. But man, guys, if you guys just like get rotations down, get game scripts down, Like know what spots teams are in. Like, are they on a back-to-back? Are they going to be quick to pull the plug? Live betting, guys, I like seriously, if you like understand like rotations and understand all that stuff, man, there is so much money to be made. Like it's actually ridiculous, man. It's actually ridiculous. Like I had a couple live bets. I bet Jamal Murray's under PRA last night because they were on the second half of a back to back. You know Murray, he's getting it's Houston, a very physical team, a very aggressive team. They were down like 23 at halftime or something, and Jamal Murray needed, I think he was at like 18 PRA, and then his line was 31 and a half, and he had a great third quarter. But the thing is, like, they got blown out, and then like they obviously didn't. They didn't even actually no, I take that back. They didn't even really get blown out. They stayed the same, but Jamal Murray didn't come back in, and it's like yeah, because they were still down 20, and it was the second night of a back to back, so they didn't put him in. There was stuff like that, and then Dayron, I had a Dayron Sharp live bet because they were down, Nets were down like 30 at halftime. I'm like, okay, Dayron Sharp, like just do a quick minute calculation. Like, okay, he should play like 14 minutes or something. Quick calculate his PRA per 14 minutes, and then include that it's going to be against like the Clippers G League team. So there's like a lot of stuff like that, guys. Like live betting, like especially in like these blowout games where like the books, like because these are all algorithm based, right? They're not like you can take advantage of these algorithms. Why today 2 lives? Oh, Tommaso, we do 2 lives now on Monday through Thursday. It's like early one with Liam. Usually this one would be with the J Sleeper, but he did not have any power. So yeah, tough to join, tough to join a stream, especially like I guess like, you could do like Bluetooth and burn a shit. You would have to like Bluetooth is ridiculous if you're live streaming. Like you're gonna hotspots, it's gonna be an expensive ass shit. So it's not worth it. So yeah, his power's out. He'll be back tomorrow. But yeah, it's me and Liam early, and then me and JJ late Monday through Thursday. Me and JJ on Friday, and then probably just me on Saturdays and Sundays. Except honestly, I might need to take a Saturday or Sunday off soon because I've been getting terrible sleep. I'd be way too overstimulated like at night and wake up early and just get like 5 hours, 6 hours of sleep every day. So one of these days I might need to take a day off. One of these weekend days I might need to get some good sleep. But yeah. Outside of that, though, plan for pretty early. Kanye said Mobley double-double, Sabonis 15 and a half. Look, if you guys – so we got 374 people in here. So, you guys, if you guys want to leave a comment, if you guys want me to ever do a live stream where it's live betting, leave a comment down below right now. Or like this video and subscribe, of course. Just like and subscribe regardless. But like this video and then leave a comment down below if you guys would want me to live stream and we could do like a live betting stream, because guys, like I said, live betting has been like that's where the money's at, dude. It's tough because you will get limited pretty fast especially if you're kind of like cooking, but if you're just like looking to like win at a high rate and have some fun while doing it, live betting's fun, dude. So yeah, if that interests any of you guys, like a live betting live stream, just please leave a comment down below because I would for sure consider doing that, but I need to make sure know that people would actually tune into that shit. So yeah, Mobley double-double, Sabonis 15 plus. Yeah, dude, that sounds great. That sounds like a great bet. I mean, you'd probably get some pretty good odds. You could even do like let's see, let's actually check to see what that would be. Look at all these SGPs. Parlay. Fucking parlay, dude. Dude, you know what's like so funny is that, well, I'm actually gonna tell you guys this straight up because I fuck with y'all. Once I move, I'm gonna start doing once I move, because I'm in Minnesota right now. So once I move, I'm gonna start doing live streams where I'm or not doing content around parlay stuff. Because, guys, the engagement around parlay stuff is so ridiculous, bro. It's, like, actually absurd, like, how much, like, money, like, these people make just because they do parlays and create content around it or do Discords and do parlays. And, like, bro, if you're just, like, parlaying shit and you know what you're talking about, you're eventually going to, like, hit a big ticket, right? And that shit is so marketable. These people just absolutely clean up. And not saying I'm going to do that. I'm saying I'm doing it for the content though, because people love seeing that shit. So that is something I'm going to start doing in the future. But okay, this is a little quick one. So plus 137. I think this is like a pretty good stuff here. Good price for sure. Like that's a bonus leg, feels free, even though it's not. It's not free, but feels good. Tyler said, "Fuck yeah, live bet stream." Hell yeah, Tyler. I think that sounds sweet. I definitely would consider doing that, man. Like I said, live betting is so much fun, and it's dude. Like I said, you just really got to be able to, if you just know what like rotations are coming and stuff, and know game scripts and stuff. It is tough though, man, because sometimes you gotta act quick, so you might overlook something. But especially when games are at halftime and like are clearly trending in one direction, like oh this team's up 25 and it's the second night of a back to back, like you kind of know that that team's not going to make a comeback, and you kind of know what the fourth quarter is going to look like. So, and even then, like I had a bet the other night. So I had a live bet the other night. It was on Jamal Murray. It was a game he went off against went off against Dallas. So I bet over. So he needed 2 assists in the second half, but it's like little stuff like this where Jamal Murray, his rotation is he plays a lot of the third, and then he always comes out for the fourth quarter and plays like the first 6 minutes. Where obviously, so like with him, like his minutes were way more safe because he gets that first 6 minute stint in the fourth quarter, like regardless, even in blowouts, unless they're probably like in games where Jokic plays at least. So it's like it's little stuff like that where if you know Jamal Murray's like, yeah, there's a blowout risk, but he's still going to get his minutes because of what his rotation is. Just like knowing like little stuff like that. And like the books, like it's like algorithmic. So they have a little bit of blowout factored in, and then his line's super low. And it's like, okay, well, he's going to get like 6 non-Jokic minutes. And like it's going to be like he's going to play more minutes than the other starters because of just how his rotation works. So yeah, there's a lot of edge to be had with live betting for sure. So yeah, no, I do like this one though. This one makes a ton of sense. Holy shit, Archie. Oh, look at. See this dude? He's posted up in the cut. There's definitely like a dog like walking outside. Okay, guys. Well, appreciate you guys tuning in. I know you guys probably don't give a shit about my dog. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Should be with JJ. Like I said, okay, buddy, stop crying. Yeah, should be with JJ at 8:45 a.m. tomorrow, or 9:45 a.m. Eastern time. No early stream. So yeah, make sure you guys are there. And yeah, hopefully it should be this one should be like one stream with like a lot of props because should have me having a few, and then JJ will probably have a couple. So yeah, should be a lot of props there tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune into that. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Follow Straight Betting on Twitter, all that good stuff. So yeah, you guys have a good one.